All right, we're live. Welcome everybody to another Fun with Cars live stream, the first one of 2025, if I'm correct. It's going to wait a few seconds till everyone gets here. I had a short conversation to talk about coming up with a logo for the channel. I appreciate everyone's input, and as I can see the comments, I don't see anyone here as of yet, so we'll wait a few seconds. I know Dale and Jennifer said they would be here, possibly Lillian too. So hope everyone's having a good time. I hope you all feel good. As the one YouTuber, she's from Sweden and drives Volvo trucks, or did drive Volvo trucks, always says. I think that's the way they say, I hope you're feeling, or I hope you're doing well. I hope you feel good. That's what she says. So I assume that's not just her. I assume that's an area thing. But I got my phone by my side in case anyone comments or talks. I do have my cell phone handy, because I do occasionally get text messages during live streams. Jennifer Russell is here. Hello, Jennifer. The first one here. So Jennifer is one of the mods. I know Dale said he'd be along, and if it goes anything like the last few live streams, we didn't get a lot of traction. I know some of my first live streams, when I was kind of a rookie, not even knowing exactly how to do these, I had lots of views. For whatever reason, I think the YouTube algorithm has steered away from the car channel content. So Dale's here. Hi, Dale. We have our normal greetings from everyone. I did text Lillian and invite her on. I don't know if she'll make it. I did email Mexican Spec. I don't know if he'll make it on. I know it's last minute and probably short and sweet, but just kind of had the idea. Didn't have a topic for the last few times. I do kind of still have a trivia live stream kind of tucked away in the corner. I may bring that out maybe next week, maybe next month. I don't know if we'll do these monthly or weekly or yearly. I don't know. Depends on your feelings on it. But I did want the topic today, as you may have seen on what I put for the title. So here, let me tell you how we got here. I have a few jackets, brand new, from dealerships that I worked at. It has their company logo on it. Well, I don't really want to advertise for them, and I don't want to throw the jackets out because they're brand new. So I thought of getting it re-embroidered, or maybe a patch with the embroidery made with my YouTube channel, so that when I go to car shows and cruise nights, me drum up some conversation with that, kind of add to the channel. So both Jennifer and Dale mentioned that they like the trivia. So I do have one tucked away in the corner. I think we'll set that up when I'll push it out a notice like midweek. So maybe we'll do, I don't know if next week, I think changes to February. So maybe our first stream in February, we'll do trivia. I think that would be fun again too. I liked it. On the topic of trivia, because I do have some room for more questions. What vehicles or vehicle related questions? I don't know if I should ask this question, because maybe it'll be like you're getting the teacher's notes from it. But what I did a lot of like classic Jaguar and Triumph and some other stuff last time, but I can pull questions from a range of things. I can do more modern vehicles. I don't know, Bluetooth, Bliss, which is blind spot monitoring, that kind of stuff. What do you guys think? Put it in the comment section if you watch this. I did one. So now Dale and Jennifer, obviously we all met each other on the I Am Puma live stream, which we like to go to weekly for the most part. And I told you that we got a kitten like last fall. So want to say late September. Our one cat had passed away from old age. The year before, so in 2023. So my wife's coworker, his daughter, like, does foster care for the local SPCA, and she had a kitten, or somehow acquired this kitten, and they needed a home, and he was asking around the office at work, and my wife, who said she didn't want any more cats after our cats were gone, couldn't resist. So anyways, we took that kitten in, and then the other cat, the elder cat, that was the sister of the cat that died before, passed away a few months later. So now this new kitten is around the house bored. So we decided to find another one, and so we got this kitten. His name is Charcoal. We call him Cole for short. And I think I can put this up on the screen. Hopefully you can see it. There's no sound. I was sitting in our parlor drinking coffee in the morning, and kind of watching the cats play, and the kitten jumped up on the top of the chair. I have a security camera that I can watch outside. I got them a few months ago, probably in August, when we went on our trip to Florida, so I could see what's going on, make sure there's no problems, because we did have the cat at home, and we could do a lot of stuff with that. Could turn lights on and off. Technology is pretty cool. I was watching the video camera at the house while driving down the highway as a passenger, driving down the highway on the way to Florida. And as Dale said, yeah, kittens are trouble. And this cat, well, they went to kitty jail together because they knocked over my wife's potted plant in the living room, spilling dirt all over the place this morning. And they were both, it wasn't me, but they were both there. And pretty confident to say that it was both of them. So I'm going to put this on here. See it playing. So he jumped up on the back of the chair, and he's looking at the security camera. This is Charcoal. That's me in the chair. I remote with my phone, spun the camera around so that he heard the noise, and he's looking at it, and kind of thought it was funny. I don't know. I know everyone else's, at least for me, somebody else's pet, not really a big interest to me, because it's, you kind of have a bond with your own animals at home. If you have dogs or cats, that's why I love Luna the Pantera, because they have a big dog and a big cat, and they chase each other around and play. The other kitten, which is now she's acting more like an adult, even though she's only 8 months old. She was raised by huskies, and it shows. So, yeah, I know that my wife and daughter saw this black cat, and they wanted a black cat. Whenever I had black cat years and years ago, and she was all right. I wasn't my favorite cat, but this kitten, he finds trouble. I was carrying in groceries from the garage. We have attached garage into the house, and he snuck past me. I didn't even know it. And then when I went to grab the other bag of groceries to come in the house, I see something coming at me at the corner of my eye, fast and black, and I look down, and there is Cole, which we call him, running at my feet, crying to get back in the house. And I'm like, where and how did you even get out? And he did that the other morning. I opened the door to go plow the driveway and clean kids' cars off for school and work. And the kitten, when I opened the door to go back in the house, he heard the click of the doorknob, and from about 10 foot away, took a sprint right past me into the garage under my wife's car. I was yelling at the top of my lungs because I was so angry. And let me just tell you, my wife heard me, thought something had happened, and she came out to the garage and said, "What's going on?" I said, "Well, this kitten has run out the door and ran under your car," and she has to leave for work shortly thereafter. But luckily, when she closed the door and went in the house and I stayed quiet, he came out looking for me. So, because we have an outdoor cat, he's She, her name's Saturn, is feral and was actually born in our front shrubs from a farm cat up the street. So that's how we ended up with these crazy rats. But she is an awesome, let's say, patroller of all things moving in our yard. So we don't typically have rodent problems, and neither do the neighbors, I think, and maybe the neighbors next to them. But anyway, that's what I got. But I think whoever's coming today is here. We only have a few people, and I appreciate it's close knit. All my favorite people are here. I want to throw out what my ideas were. I had my art department working on these logos. I texted them to my friends and family to see, hey, what do you think the best choice is for the logo? Maybe I'll do a little bit of a rebrand on the channel, maybe my avatar for the channel. But at any rate, I'm going to change the background to the choices. See which one you like, see what you like and dislike about them. But kind of the one that I'm going to go with what I think is my favorite so far. And it wasn't my favorite originally, but it has grown on me quite a bit. And that had to do with a suggestion from, well, Lillian said that it stood out. She thought it was great. So kudos to Lillian, taking your advice. I modified it slightly. So here it is. I don't know if you can see it. I'm going to get right out of the way. That is the one I really kind of like now. That's number one. Oh, hopefully you can see that. Did it change? Yeah, it did. All right. This is number two. This is a modified version of the original, but this is the side. It mixed basically the feedback that I got was mixed on the side view car. They like the front word car thing. I did one more. This was the original. They had Fun with Cars 716 with the banner around it. The feedback that I got from more than one, I sent it various group texts that I'm in for different things, friends, family, whatever. And they all commented about the border around the Fun with Cars. Didn't like it. So I got rid of it. And then I changed the font on that to this. I don't know if you can see that all right. That's number 4. But yeah, I know, Jennifer, I know you can't see it fully. It's the way that the stream gets cropped from me doing the vertical live stream. Probably should have did the horizontal live stream again, but trying different things for success, you know? So anyways, those are my 4 choices. Tell me what you think. Which ones did you like? Which ones didn't you like? Pros and cons. You know, it's really not a huge deal, but I do appreciate everyone's input. And obviously believe me, if I pick one, it took the law of averages and pick one. It's not to offend anyone. So if you like, I really like this one and I pick the other one, don't feel like I did that out of spite, because it's not. I got to pick one. I'm going to pick one and get some of those made so I can cover over those brand new coats so that I can wear them to different events and stuff, maybe advertise for the channel. The channel is still growing, but it's growing at a slower pace, partially because I haven't been posting as much. It's wintertime. There's not a whole lot of like outdoor car scene stuff. Projects in the garage have been, I do have a heated garage, but let's just say it's not fun working outside in the snow. So go back to check the comments here. Yeah, it doesn't. Dale mentioned that it doesn't fit. he did mention black cats are trouble, and Cole is definitely going to challenge my patience and my blood pressure. Uh, that is moving up at a rapid pace. Unlike, the growth of the channel, maybe not as fast anymore, but I did hear so I met Mexican Spec on Uncle Tony's Garage live stream. He's one of the mods there, and Uncle Tony has talked about viewing numbers and a couple other, I don't know, you call them creators, YouTube channels for that sake, says that, that the numbers are down. And I noticed, and I thought originally, so I signed up for RuTube, which is a Russian YouTube, when that was on, so not a suggestion, but I learned of that from the I Am Puma live stream. Masha had mentioned that she was going to post on there, and that they had some promo for if you moved your YouTube channel there, all 100% of the advertising for the first few months you get, that nothing was going to YouTube, but found out it not that it would have been much, because obviously they're, number one language in Russia is Russian, although a lot of Russians speak English. And then you have YouTube channels like Garage 54, which they do a lot of wild, crazy, fun stuff. They're a lot of fun to watch. So I thought, because I joined RuTube, that YouTube kind of shadow banned me somehow. I just thought that, but it was in mid-October roughly when I did that. I just tried expanding some horizons and trying some different things. We were on a good run, and I'm like, that's not neat. I'm not a huge social media person, but YouTube I'm huge into. So at any rate, come to find out, I think the algorithm changed a bit for whatever reason. Maybe it went more into news, politics. I'm now a subscriber of a YouTube channel about chess. Dina, I think, is the YouTuber, Dina something. I have no idea, but I see that her channel subscribers, I think she's at like 1 million subscribers or something crazy, and YouTube is pushing her content. Not really my thing. I played chess when I was a kid, not on a team or anything, just with my brothers or whatever. But YouTube is pushing that, and find myself watching some chess tournament in what ended up being, I think, Israel somewhere, where she was traveling to, in a basement. And I've also watched, if you've ever painted a wall or ceilings, and you stand back and just watch the paint after you painted it, it's pretty much the excitement level I got out of watching the chess match, but that's just me. And Dale mentioned that it's off season for cars. I agree. I didn't pay attention as much as I did before. So like last year at this time, I didn't have the content and the subscribers as I had earned over the summer months. So I felt that YouTube was kind of pushing some of my videos out. In the spring, I was making short videos on my daughter's Volvo, just because she just got her license and new driver, and that was her car, and I got to fix little things. I would make a video on some weird thing that I ran into a problem with, something simple, and like the washer bottle. So the washer bottle wouldn't hold washer fluid. I go underneath, look for, and right on the bottom where you could easily access in front of the passenger tire is the washer bottle. You can see the bottom of it clear as day, and I could see that it's got a hairline crack, probably filled with water over the winter before she got it, obviously, and it cracked and broke the washer bottle. In order to change a washer bottle, because the washer bottle is not that expensive, either go into the pick and pull salvage yard or buying it online. But the problem is you got to take the entire bumper off, the bumper cover, and a bunch of stuff to get it out. And I'm like, this is our first car. It's a $500 car, and it's just got to hold washer fluid. So how can I fix this without taking the bumper cover off? So I got my plastic welder out, welded the plastic, which is basically melted the plastic at the crack, and then I went over it with epoxy. That short video, I'm like, hey, this is what I did to fix this. Like 10, 12,000 views. I would post some other nonsensical stuff like that, sway bar links and all. Her car got like easily 100 to 200,000 views just with stupid piddly stuff that I was posting. And it was like every time I made a short, I would gain views and subscribers. And some of the shorts I was asking for, hey, if you watch, please like and subscribe. Some I wasn't, but it started growing exponentially. In fact, the channel was growing at such a rate that even Lillian had commented to me. I know she said it publicly on her channel, but we had a conversation, texting back and forth, and we talked on the phone that, she was really excited and happy for how things were going. And I said I really had no like reason for it. I was doing similar things to what I had posted in the past, but it just all of a sudden took off. So I was excited. She was excited for me. And we compared notes on different things, not to bore you, but if you have the want to make a YouTube channel and we're talking as friends, we're just discussing, hey, what if you try this? What if you do this? What does this? So we were comparing notes, and nothing really kind of computed to me at how fast and how many views that I got. I mean, we're at like almost 4 million views on the channel, a majority of which happened between May and I would say the mid-October last year. So maybe that's when, like Dale had mentioned, maybe that's when the car channels are in. I even noticed in the last live stream of I Am Puma, where we used to get quite a few live streamer, content or comments. There's some regulars that I haven't seen there in a while. And the last time I was there last week, it seemed like they were having trouble pushing. Maybe 800 was where they were at, where it would go 1,200 plus. I don't know, Dale, Jennifer, what do you think in terms of numbers? Yes, the holidays too recently definitely affects it. And I'm by no means do I study or pay attention to the algorithms, but obviously, corporations who their main goal is to keep viewers interested in coming back to their platform do. So maybe they do it in cycles. Maybe, people are in the wintertime are thinking about how do I fix my heater? And it's cold all over the country right now, not just us here in the Northeast, right? So I'm sure, Jennifer, hopefully you can let me know when it gets above freezing over there so I know it's coming this way. And Dale's been fighting snow every day, I think. Has it been snowing pretty good? Yeah, right. So I put this up before reading it fully. But, Dale mentioned that the live streams, the numbers were jumping up and down. And then, so the mark that I kind of had, so the live streams I was doing it in the vertical form, or this vertical format, which is what YouTube has been promoting. Oh, minus 15 degrees. YouTube's been promoting this vertical live stream because they want people to, there's 5 billion people on YouTube every day, and they want people to, look at live stream on their phone and comment, and that's where they put the comments up into the middle of the stream, right? At least the ones that I have done. Even Uncle Tony's Garage last week maybe, and a few weeks before that, he's been trying that. And I don't, Mexican Spec doesn't give me any intel on that. I don't even know if he's privy to it. I mean, Uncle Tony's Garage is at almost 400,000 subs. Um, I Faye Hadley had a live stream. I got a notification for last night. I didn't make it to it. I did watch a little bit of it this morning, and it looked like she did vertical live stream with, she had a guest with her, and they did it right from her studio or whatever, and she only had 7,000, looked like 7,000 views when I looked at it. Now, live streams, usually people that hear and watch and are in and out are the people that watch when the live stream occurs. Not too many people go back and watch the live stream. So I had like 7,000 people consistently coming. I would say consistently, but if you looked at the live streams on the channel, there was like 3 weeks, 4 weeks in a row where there was 7,000 people that watched per week. And then I had Lake Speed on. When I had Lake Speed on, I went back to the horizontal because I thought with 2 people and it posting on the screen, plus the draw from the people that watch his channel, I don't know if I promoted that right. And I took it in short order because I reached out to him. Somebody in the comments on one of my videos related to that 37 Oldsmobile engine. That's a separate topic, but that I got to get back onto. And we only had 1,000 people watch that live stream. And the week before I had 7,000 people. The week before that, 7,000. Like it was going up pretty steadily. And then he came on, and then we didn't have as many people, and I felt horrible. But he was gracious enough to come on and talk about oil. And I thought I did cut it into like a regular video so that people could reference it if they were wondering about using synthetic oil or what kind of oil to use in their antique engine, because that topic comes up quite a lot. In fact, he has a lot of discussion on his channel about it. And so be it. This is where we're at. His channel has grown a bit too. I think he had 130,000 subscribers when we did the live stream together, and now he has 165,000 maybe. So I just getting to some of your comments. Dale said yes very often. Minus 15-degree mornings. Yeah, we didn't have anything that bad, but we had -6. So -6. I went to start the truck to plow the driveway, and it almost didn't start. Like it struggled. And I'm like, oh man, this is a brand new battery. This is my 2000 Yukon that I've had for a decade, and I paid $500 for it. I know it's a cheap car, and I got a plow for free. And I put it all together, and that's what I'm using on my driveway. I was driving it every once in a while to take my son places and go to work when I needed a backup vehicle. But anyways, it always starts, and it almost didn't start. And I'm like, whoa, what the hell? And then I go to put the plow up, and the plow, it was struggling, and it didn't seem to move, and dim the lights and everything. And then I'm like, oh, I'm going to have to like just drag the blade across the driveway just to push the snow out of the way so my wife and the kids can get out. And then I look up at the mirror and it says -6. I'm like, oh, well, that's why the plow and everything is not working too well. So, and I know you guys had it. There was I can't share that, but there was a comment, a meme that I saw that I thought was funny, that the new administration on their first day solved global warming on the first day because it was like freezing and snowing in Florida. So, yeah, I thought Lake Speed had a lot of good information. obviously very technical, and not everyone is into that stuff. Dale and I can appreciate that because of the equipment and things we're around. I kind of had confirmation bias with Lake because I specifically wanted to know, was that synthetic oil going to hurt that 1937 Oldsmobile engine? And he made a few good points on why he made the suggestion of 30 weight straight from Napa, because the 30 weight straight oil from Napa has the lubrication qualities of a modern oil versus what it was back when that engine was produced, and yet doesn't have some of the chemicals that would hurt the seals in the engine and cause them to leak, rope seals and whatnot. They could reseal it. It's on a stand, but first I got to get the thing running and test and prove that that thing's good. So your engine coolant's good to -20. I can't tell you the last time I checked the engine coolant in any of my cars, Dale. I'm ashamed to say, but that's, I put them together. I mix them I always get, here's another thing. If you ever get coolant, I always buy not the concentrate. I never buy the 50-50 premix. Call me cheap. That's what I am, but I figure I can buy 1 gallon for the cost of 1 gallon mixed and get 2 gallons out of it. That's how I think, but that's just me. I do want to say, so you guys probably saw the short I did with the geese flying over. Yesterday, I pulled in the driveway. My neighbor's coming home from work, and there was like a huge number of geese, hundreds, flocks heading north again yesterday. That's the third major one. The one that I videoed, it was thousands. And I mentioned to him, I'm like, I think we're going to have an early spring. I know it's hard to believe when it's -6 out, but the geese are flying north already. He's like, yeah, well, they probably went to Florida and it's freezing there too. And they're like, where the hell do we go? So anyways, it seems to me by memory that it is the earliest that I've seen the Canadian geese fly north back home. That's my take on it. I'm by no means a meteorologist, but if I only had that information to bet on whether or not we're going to have an early spring, I'm saying we're going to have early spring. So hopefully I don't jinx us. Dale, you check your antifreeze every fall, but you're in the hills, so I think it gets a little bit colder than it does around here, which I'm a little bit surprised, but I think like from where you are to where I am, in terms of north-south, we're on like an equal line. I think you can draw a line from, I'm just east of Buffalo, and as I looked up, I think we were like in a straight line. But colder every time. It does seem colder every time I see the geese, but it's a good sign that I think they're flying the direction for spring. So spring they head north, winter they head south. So, but it's so cold in the south that they don't even know what to do. Anyways, I hope everyone's having a good start to the new year. Look forward to seeing you guys and all the other stuff we go and do. And if you have any ideas other than doing the trivia for a live stream, give a shout out, Dale or Jennifer, and we'll hopefully see you maybe tomorrow morning. Probably go on I Am Puma. That's usually where I see you guys. And anyone else that's watching, thanks for watching. A little over a half-hour live stream. And oh, hey, did you guys, I didn't see in the notes, do you guys like the front on? This is my favorite, and I didn't see the comments on which one you guys like the most. This is the one that I like the most. What do you think? Do you think we can go with that one? You guys like that one? Or do you like the side view? Side view is this one. I know you can't see the whole thing, but that's all I had. So we'll call it a night for this live stream. I thank you all for joining as always. And next time I'll plan it out a little bit more. So see, I did too at first, Dale. Dale liked the side one. Everyone else likes the front. I think how I'm going to solve it is I'm going to use both of them for different things, because I don't think they charge any extra because you're just sending them a file. They plug that file into their computer and it, the embroiderer machine just does its thing. So they charge you a set fee. So maybe I'll get them both done. I never put together my 2025 calendar. I thought that was going to be fun, maybe my first merch thing, but as things progressed, I'm like, maybe it's a little premature yet. Maybe we're not at that point. So we'll keep that. Maybe I'll have a 2026 calendar. So yeah, it's good to see you, Dale, too. Jennifer liked the first one and her boys. Cool. Good seeing you, Jennifer. I look forward to seeing you guys soon. Take care. And like I said, you got any other ideas, please email me. All right. Have a good night. Thanks again for joining.